we know you guys are busy, so really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to meet with us. So my name is Emily Houghton. I know you've been working with my team for a while now, but some of you don't know me. I'm Senior Vice President of General Business Sales here at NetSuite. I've been here for 10 years and have a wide skill set ranging from working with mid-market companies all the way up to corporate companies, so you're in good hands. So since you've been spending so much time with us, we thought we'd be a little creative in reintroducing ourselves. So we have alongside me the rest of your account team, and we are really here to make sure that we're selling to you what we deliver and delivering to you what we sell. Next we have our solution consultants.
And our job within the team is to make sure that the product that we configure matches up with the business requirements that you have. And between the two of us, Phil and I have over 60 years of experience in doing this across multiple industries.
Next we have our professional services.
And remember, we got engaged during the alignment call to properly scope your solution and honestly help to deliver that what we sold.
And last we have our value team.
And I will really demonstrate your financial benefits and really partner with us.
Great, so we're gonna take you through our agenda real quick. We're gonna go over what we learned about your business through our various alignment calls that we've had recently. Talk a little bit about a customer that that we believe really aligns to your business. Go through our solution, go through our implementation methodology, and then finish up with a value assessment and some next steps for you guys. Phil?
Thanks, Emily. Nat, Steve Warren, great to see you again. As you know, my name is Phil Hara. I'm your account executive. So we've aligned this proposal to your corporate strategy. The number one item that came out from the talks we've had is you want to grow your business from 20 million to 100 million over the next 3 years. And you're going to do this in a variety of ways. You're going to use straight organic growth. You're also looking at acquisitions. You're looking at moving into the business of doctors' offices as well. You're also considering whether it makes sense to make the rental part of your business a bigger part of your business. Right now, you're just using one of your customers. Another big part of your strategy is to continue to provide best-in-class support. And really, when you think about it, I mean, that's what you do as a business. You're looking after the back offices of all your customers, and keeping that quality is very important. And through our conversations, it became evident that already there's some concern around some of the manual processes involved and how some of these manual processes could jeopardize that quality product that you're delivering. And even more concern as the business starts to scale and become a lot bigger, what the impact of those manual processes are going to be. So we're looking to address that as well. And the final point is to improve operational efficiencies. And Nat, this is one of the things that you highlighted to us was that one of your goals was to reduce days sales outstanding by 10 days. So we're going to address that. I wanted to put that up front. Another big part is making better decisions. So when you were a small organization, you were able to make decisions more based on what's in your head, but you were recognizing as you're starting to grow and scale that you're going to need to rely on data and metrics more. And right now, the way your business is configured and your back systems are configured, you can't do that. So we're going to be showing you how we can automate that process. And lastly, as you start to scale, right now you shared that you're on track to need to add 2 more FTEs to support the type of growth you're expecting. And that's something that we're going to tackle so you can scale in a more efficient manner. So Kevin's going to get into some more details of the challenges around here.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate the time today. I just wanted to, reiterate and validate the challenges that you've expressed in, the initial business discussions that we had, Steve, Matt, Warren. In addition to that, these challenges are so critical to your business, and this is why you're here today. This is why you're evaluating ERP. You have some very lofty growth goals, and we want to help you get to those. But these are the challenges that you're faced with. And ultimately, as we worked through in the alignment call, we really got down to the nitty-gritty details around what each of these challenges are doing and how they might prohibit your growth strategies today. And with that, it has allowed us to put together our full solution approach and ultimately demonstrate how we've been able to meet your specific business needs and software requirements. In addition to that, we're also going to show you the value that we've been able to portray and provide for your business and that return on investment that you'll experience with NetSuite. So we're going to get into all that in a lot more detail. Before we do that, we're really excited to have with us today. We have one of our former customers. He was a former controller at one of our current customers in ClearChoice Dental. And your business is so important to us that we want to have him here today to speak with you face to face and directly to explain his benefits, the value he saw in NetSuite as somebody who went through an implementation. So Chris Miller, can you please join us on stage?
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Miller, I know we haven't met before. My name is Chris Miller, and if there's two things you need to know about me, Chris Miller is one thing is I am Mr. Vegas, and two, I am really passionate about dental practices and best practices, leading practices within those firms. So a little bit about me is that I spent over a decade working with ClearChoice Dental implants. And very similar to you, we started in 2008. We had 3 locations. And I know that you have 3 locations right now. I believe 2 in Chicago and 1 in Minneapolis. And you're also looking to grow that to 15 practices. Well, in 2008, we had 3, all of them on 1 instance of Great Plains, 2 on QuickBooks. In just 3 years, when we were going to 15 practices, Natasha, digging that razor stubble, how many instances do you kind of foresee in that? How many instances do you see being on in your plan? You say about 3 to 5 years you're going to be in 15 different locations. How many instances do you imagine?
Multiply that by all the legal entities and we're talking about approaching 100 by that.
Exactly, and that's what we faced. We're on 92 different instances, and we're trying to manage all of that on Great Plains. Luckily, we found NetSuite. And I manage this implementation, so I've been in your shoes, I've sat where you are right now today, and what we did with NetSuite was we were able to consolidate everything into one unit. And in short, it helped us automate our close processes and reduce time and work by over 80%. We're pretty excited about that, but probably even more important was that this also allowed us to do our business better.
How long is your implementation?
Great question. Fantastic question. It took a little bit of time. Again, 92 instances, but we have something really exciting to share with you. But your question again, was just about how long it was?
Yeah, I'm just curious. We first about the success of the model, and I'm really intrigued by 100 days to fill out.
I did not have 100 days. But it wasn't out when I did it. This was over probably 2000, it was almost 10 years ago that we did this. But we're really excited. My professional services team is all geared up and ready to walk you through that. But we want to talk about those, we now kind of see going forward is, number one for PMC is we want to help you gain a holistic view. Consolidate all those financial reports, and now you're going to be remaining much more compliant. Again, Natasha, I imagine you get a lot of emails from the board of directors, everyone asking you quick metrics, everything by, I imagine you get those emails all the time? You do get those, right? Fantastic. What we're going to offer you in NetSuite is dashboard metrics, allowing you to go right down immediately to things like profitability, by location, customer acquisition, all of that. So your visibility is going to grow up, and that's great. We're also going to automate a lot of these processes you're doing now today. You have all your different client management systems. You're also doing these billing and payment systems. We're going to automate that. That's fantastic. But the one thing I'm really excited about, our value team will walk you through it, is how we're going to help PMC grow. The simplified compliance is going to be great. We're reducing your close time, but I'm really interested in what you're doing with inventory, as well as also what you're doing with the markups and everything. We can help you track all of that. as well as offer this new emerging space with rental. And we actually have a lot of rental management properties running NetSuite, such as Clarion Group out of New York. So that's something we're really excited to explore. But first things first, and that's really going to be to get into just your financials first. But in short, and in closing, me, Chris Miller, when we did our implementation and we came to NetSuite, NetSuite offered a fantastic canvas. And you were asking about Suite Success. NetSuite was a canvas for which we could put all of our information on it. That canvas just grew tenfold in terms of now having that view and everything we're looking to do over the next 3 to 5 years. So without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our product team, Mr. Phil Robinson.
Thank you, Chris Miller.
Anytime.
And gentlemen, Pete's handing out the Financial First Evolution. This is essentially a vision of where we're going to take you. And I know you've seen this before. We want to emphasize, based on all the time we spent together, Warren, Pete, Matt, Steve, thank you for all the time on the phone. Great to meet you face to face. Based on what we've heard, we're going to be combining the start and growth phases you can see on the diagram there, because it's going to give you very strong financials, very strong inventory management. 2 of the key areas that will help you get growing from day one. What you'll notice though is it doesn't stop there. You're able to go beyond those stages and scale and ultimately enhance. What it really means, anything you can imagine to disrupt your industry in the future, you'll be able to do. And what we've found is it's better to take the small bites and chew fast. In other words, get you started with these leading practices from 19 years, 20,000 organizations that we're starting with on day one. We'll personalize it for exactly what you need on day one. And we want to give you a closer look as to what it really provides on the next slide. So Pete's going to go a little bit more into leading practices. But again, remember, this is based on our 19 years with the #1 cloud ERP in the world. It's actually the reason that Oracle spent almost $10 billion to buy us, because we're #1. That's what they did. So Pete's going to talk more about these leading practices, which are combined with our robust functionality. And you can see there's a lot of standard things there. We added on the inventory management, the addition that we've got. And so you can have all of this wonderful functionality combined with 19 years and tens of thousands of successful implementations. And that's what allows you to get to where you need to go more quickly. Any questions, Warren?
No.
Pete? Next, Steve? Like the growth? Great. Okay. Let me pass it over to Pete, and he can tell you more about leading practices.
Thank you, Phil. So I wanted just to go into just a little more detail on what Phil was just talking about. What we're proposing to you is a version of NetSuite that we call Suite Success. Suite Success Financials First. And what that is we have a pre-configured version of our software that incorporates hundreds of not hours, but actually best leading practices in terms of process flows that we've collected through the tens of thousands of customers that we have. In the alignment phase that we spent with your team, we reviewed a lot of these best practices, leading practices with your team, and it allows you to get a quick start on speeding up your implementation. But it's not only the leading practices around process flows, but it's also around roles and responsibilities, so that as you each one of you gentlemen have your particular view and your role in the business, you start out with a dashboard that looks appropriate exactly to your role. And not only are you seeing it on your desktop through a browser, you can have access to it through your laptop, through a tablet device, as well as a mobile phone. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Brandon to talk about how we implement.
Thank you. Now, remember we spent a lot of time in the alignment call, going through the actual processes and leading practices, right? Well, this is where it gains in momentum from the time you sign. I want to focus real quick on the engage and the drive sections here, because this whole process, these 2 steps, are where you really gain that momentum. First week, we're going to deploy, but not just deploy our leading practices. We already know how to personalize those to your business. It's already ready already, right? We have the blueprint to go forward. Now, the enable and convert is pretty standard. We start getting into data migration, testing, training, those types of things. But where you really get the benefit, the punch here, is that engagement and drive, that investment we asked up front pays dividends in that cycle. Okay? And with that, I'm going to pass it off to the value.
There you go, Tim. Thank you, Brandon. So, nice to see you guys again, Warren, Steve, Natasha. As you guys will remember, we had the alignment call where we went through some of the key performance indicators for your business, and we selected a little bit where you are today and where you would like to go, and we are very confident that we can take you there. But what I want to bring it up here, it's something very interesting, right? For the untrained eyes, when you look at that slide, you're going to say that Steve is doing a tremendous job. But the rest of the company is paying for it. All right? So because you're funding very small amount of money into IT, the rest of the organization is paying for it. So again, for them training, all I'm pointing out is that while Steve is doing very well, the rest of the org is not doing very well. So what we want to do is we want to try to improve the performance of the rest of the company, bring those benefits in, and reapply them to Steve. So Steve can increase his funding and buy the best in class solution on the market today. And what does that mean? So if you look at some of your top four, the key performance indicators, they're bringing you at least close to $400,000 annually. Right? And I'm not going to drill down into all the details. We went to some of those data within those sessions. Alignment, we just want to bring it forward. So as you can see, $390,000 a year, and we're asking for a small investment of that. So we believe that you guys should start thinking a lot about that. Right? Let's invest on automation. That's what you guys really need to do right now. Right? And if you start putting all this stuff together, suddenly that price tag, that investment, it's no longer that high. Right? So that's what I need you to start thinking about. This is about investing. This is about growing. This is about looking forward. This is not about thinking $80,000 budget. I don't have the money. I can do that. This is not about that.
That's the problem. Exactly about that.
But yeah, it's all right. It cannot be about that. You cannot grow if you start thinking that way. Right? You need to automate.
I appreciate value and cost savings and the benefits, but I got a problem with $8,000 and you're asking for 2x.
Is that a cash flow problem? Is that a finance problem? So that means if we can show to your board that you're going to be able to achieve $390,000 and as an annual benefits, would that help us? That's what we're trying to do. Because the whole idea is so yes, please.
Sure, if I could just add, meet Chris Miller, one other point on this. When I was in your shoes, we had the same sort of problem, the same sort of decision. Real fast, anybody here read a Panera? It's great, you get a sandwich, you get a soup, you get a salad and everything. It comes down to, I think everyone you picks that you pick too. So you're facing that decision right now. And if I could give you a fast implementation, a cheap solution, or best in class, what two would you pick? So you're willing to wait for your implementation. I thought you had to be live this spring. On that note, I think we have a good timeline for you.
But the problem is we're going to spend $80,000 more. And so what we need to do is the cost benefit of waiting another 2 months and saving $80,000 versus going live in 3 months and spending $80,000. That's what we're going to get.
Fantastic point, Natasha. So what you're saying, if I may, is that you are waiting. You think if you can wait, you'll get to the same value that John just walked you through, and that's just not the case. The issue is that what you're looking at doing with another solution, we could run on Microsoft, we could run on QuickBooks and everything, but if you're just gonna bring all of that back into the cloud, all you're doing now is maybe just getting a fraction of the benefit we outlined for you. Forget all your inventory management, forget all your automation, it's not a platform. I know it's very hard, because all these solutions look the same today. Everybody has a cloud on their website, everybody calls themselves a platform. This is a proven solution, installed in less than 200 days, 100 days on average, and over 30,000 go-lives. And I'd love to walk you through some next steps.
You guys should hire this guy in the company.
He's pretty good. So we keep trying. Keep trying. Oh no. Oh gosh, it's not my slide. Okay, so I wanted to talk for just a minute about next steps. Hopefully, over all of the time that you've invested with us, you've found it to be a good investment, especially now that you get to have access to people like the wonderful Chris Miller. But you guys have a quick timeline. You want to move fast. So assuming that what you have seen today and in the last several months with us, we've got to move pretty quickly in order to achieve your goal of growing fast, becoming that $100 million company. And in doing that, you had stated to us that you wanted to go live no later than May 15th. So to do that, because of our 100-day implementation methodology that we've talked so much about, we are literally looking at next week to have contracts executed. So we actually did bring everything today. So we're prepared to walk through that with you, to stay late, to go into afternoon sessions and really walk you through the statement of work, as well as help get you to that next step and sign those contracts.
I just wanted to add to that as well. I mean, one thing you're looking at right now, $390,000 a year in value. So if we can move this ahead and accelerate it, you're looking at over $1,000 a day in value by moving ahead.
Thank you.
How does that sound? You ready to buy?
For someone you have with you today that makes a decision on pricing, or maybe your SPP, if not, I'd like to feel like there's some room for this too.
Well, luckily, we actually do have our entire team here today, including Emily, who can make decisions like that. So, like I mentioned before, we are available all afternoon to get this thing taken care of. Thank you guys very much for your time.
I don't know about you guys, but I think it's getting harder to decide a winner because these are finished off on a good one here. I was wondering where Chris was. I was like, where's Chris?